Hello again. I'm Amy with Life of Ames. I'm wearing the same outfit. Why? I filmed 2 videos in one day. How freaking amazing is that? Anyways, I am here talking about 100 Days to Brave. I'm on day 23 and it's amazing, guys. It is so freaking amazing. Amazing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, give me 1 second. Let me get over to my stash. 100 Days to Brave. Annie F. Downs. Right here, guys. Right there. Okay? It's a devotional of 100 days to becoming brave and to facing fears and to finding yourself and to just break the chains, break free. So I am on day 23 right now, and it's so crazy. It's crazy. Like I've said on my blog and on this channel before, my relationship with God has always been kind of rocky and, you know, here and there a little lukewarm. And it's something that I've struggled with, I've been struggling with, and that's just my journey. I'm not here to speak for anybody else or anybody else's journey, but that's just me. But I'm just speechless even trying to talk about it, because I've been through it. I have been through it. Life has thrown me against the wall so many times, okay? For those of you who don't know or who are new to my channel, or if you want to hear it again, there have been a lot of key points in my life that have brought me to the position that I'm in right now, okay? Growing up, my mom had me extremely young. So it was kind of just me, her, and my grandparents. And then she had my brother, who was born premature with cerebral palsy, brain damage, you know, the list goes on and on. He was projected to live for about 5 days. He did live for 5 years, battling all of that in and out of the hospital and so on. But in my family, we do not, you know, we look at it as the biggest blessing because he was nonverbal, he was wheelchair bound, and I truly believe he is somewhere walking and loving life, and I can't wait to see him again one day. I really can't. So that happened, and, you know, growing up, it was just me, my mom, and my grandparents. Like I said, my birth father decided to choose drugs over his family. That was a decision that he made, and how do you forgive somebody that never apologized to you? How? Tell me how. But on my journey of life, I just have. It's just what you have to do, because that holds you back. That affects your relationship with people. It affects your friendships. It affects anything that you're battling on the inside. I had abandonment issues. I was always left without that love. And that's hard on a child. It really is. My dad left when I was 8. So my brother died when I was 7. My dad left when I was 8. So I was struggling hardcore with my abandonment issues and just not having the answers that I needed. And how do you process that as an 8-year-old child? You become really angry. So I dealt with my anger issues and, didn't make great choices in life. It's crazy. My first relationship lasted for 4 years. I got together with him when I was 14, and we broke up when I was 18, and that was just an absolute toxic relationship. He wasn't the best to me. I'm not gonna really go into depth about it. I'm really not going to, but it was extremely toxic for me. And I didn't know what I deserved. I didn't know, because I didn't see that. I saw how my birth father treated my mom, and I thought that was love. So I allowed that to happen to me because I thought that was love. Okay? And you can't be in a relationship with somebody that won't change and that won't grow with you. So I had to end it, and a couple months later, I jumped into another relationship. Again, abandonment issues. I don't like to be alone. It's not who I am. But I jumped into that relationship, and I was so happy. Complete opposite of what I had before. I was so happy. It was crazy, and I fell hard, and I fell fast, and I felt so warm and fuzzy inside, okay? He joined the military, and his personality completely changed. It completely flipped on me, and I didn't know who that was anymore. And I still put my all into that relationship because I have a problem with over-loving and over-giving. And even though I don't receive it back, I'm okay with it because I give all that I have. But it has to be a two-way street. It has to be reciprocated. But again, I was so young and I didn't know that. So fast forward right till the end of the relationship. Again, I ended that relationship because unforeseen circumstances of a birth of a child. That was not mine. Yeah, funny. Again, not gonna go into detail about that, but that was that. That's just, what happened. And then I finally had enough. I finally threw in the towel, and I was like, why? Why did this happen to me? This happened to me. This happened to me. This happened to me. And you know what? There's no time for a pity party. No time at all. You have to learn how to pick yourself up and figure it out. That's all. That's all you have to do. And I learned about myself. I grew up. I figured out a lot of things. And I was finally okay. I had accepted everything that happened with my father. I accepted everything that happened with my brother. I accepted everything that happened with my 2 former relationships. And I was okay. It was a long, hard road to get there. There was a lot of nights I cried myself to sleep. There was a lot of nights that I didn't sleep. I was diagnosed with anxiety, depression, panic attacks, insomnia, a lot. And I was 20 years old when all of that happened, okay? And all of these things happened for a reason. And they have all happened to shape me into the person that I am today. Okay? And then my mom got married. My mom had a baby. And my sister was born. And I never knew what love was and what unconditional love was until I held that baby in my arms. I never knew. Never knew, okay? March 1st, 2017. I found out what love was. I found out what love I needed, and everything fell into place. Blink of an eye. Blink of an eye, everything can change. And that's what happened that day. And I suddenly knew who I needed to be, who I was meant to be, what I was supposed to do. And for that child, for my sister, I was going to be the person I needed when I was growing up. I vowed that day that I would be the person that I needed when I was growing up. And till this day, that little girl has a hold on me and a hold on my heart that is something that can never be broken. Ever. Never can be broken. And I suddenly knew what I needed, what I deserved. And in walks Joe. Where you been at my whole life? Where? Where? And I knew that he was put in my life for a reason. And I knew that he wasn't going anywhere, whether he wanted to or not. And a lot of people, they say, that sounds crazy, this shit crazy. But the minute I laid eyes on him, I knew. This is love. This is love at first sight. Oh my gosh. Mr. Joe Navarez is an angel sent from above. And the funny thing is, his middle name is Angel. But it's crazy. It's crazy how, all of these things can happen. They can be awful. They can disrupt your life. And then, in a blink of an eye, God says, you're going to be okay. I will let you bend and bend and bend. Trust me, bend. But I will never let you break, little girl. Never. So, being on this journey of 100 Days to Brave, I've learned so much about myself. And reminder, I'm only day 23 in. 23 in. And I have been blessed with doctors who have put the time in to figure out what's going to make her feel better. What's wrong with her? Solved. Fibromyalgia. A herniated disc. This is the process that we're going to go through to make sure she's okay. Okay? Going back to work. I'm not going back to work full time, but I am going back to work part time. And again, another huge blessing in my life. And I'm just amazed. Absolutely amazed. Because no matter what you're going through in life, whatever it is, you may be drowning in debt. You may be homeless. You may have just lost your job. You may have just lost a child, a sibling, a parent. Whatever it is, you're going to be okay. It's going to take time. It's going to take effort. It's going to take work. But you're going to be okay. And how I know this, I am living proof. Living proof that if you devote yourself to finding who you are and to finding how to love yourself and be alone. That's something that my generation has a really hard time with, of being alone. And it's hard. It really is. I've lost family members. I've lost friends. You know, I've lost my body on this journey, but I regret nothing. Absolutely nothing. I have found out who loves me for absolutely me. Good days, bad days, everything. I have found true friends. And I, most importantly, have found myself. And I've learned to love myself. Growing up, I hated myself. I had such horrible insecurities. And I let people treat me horrible. Not anymore. Not anymore. No. I refuse. Refuse for that to happen. Okay? So anybody out there who's struggling, I promise you, you're gonna be okay. And you don't have to go out and buy that book. You just need to put in the effort of figuring out you and figuring out the next steps in life and figuring out everything. Everything. Okay? The answers will come and the healing will come, but you have to have the will and the patience to allow it in. So I'm on day 23 and my life has already changed. Today, it's gonna sound super silly. Today, I went out and I had lunch by myself. I sat in a restaurant by myself and had lunch. Super crazy, right? No. But I would never go to the movies by myself. I would never go eat by myself. I never even wanted to go shopping by myself. Ever. But at the end of the day, no matter what, you have yourself. So you need to learn to allow yourself to become your best friend. You are your best friend. You are your best asset, your best friend, everything. You are everything. At the end of the day, you have you. You. Okay? And that's it. That's it. I feel amazing. I feel gracious. I feel healed. I feel accepted. I feel loved. And I feel all of that because I've allowed myself to feel that way. I have opened myself 100% to feel this way. And it's not easy. I'm not coming on here and preaching at you guys and telling you all of this because it's easy. It's hard. It is so hard. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, life smacked me in the face and threw me up against walls so many times. So many times. Like throughout my life, I've hit a lot of obstacles that I haven't been able to overcome. It's taken me, I don't even know, taken me 15 years to get over it. But I did. I managed it. It happened. I'm living proof. Here I am. Sorry to get so serious, guys, but You gotta sometimes. But I hope that this video will help somebody to get through whatever they need to. Even if it helps nobody, it's helped me. You know how hard it is to say this stuff out loud? It's so hard to say this stuff out loud. You can say it in your head, in your mind, you can feel it, all of that. But saying it out loud, it's crazy. It's like, you have to process it, that it's real. Well, I hope you have an amazing day, a blessed life. Be brave, people. It takes a lot, but be brave. Okay? Subscribe down here and like, share. Follow me on Instagram, Life of Eames. Go check out my blog, lifeofeames.com. And that's all, folks. This was a long video. Okay. Bye guys, have a good day, have a good week, have a good life, be kind, go hug somebody, etc.